Greetings, humans. I'm just going to adjust the tripod. Oh, there we go. I think that will do it. How are we all? It is Sunday. The clocks have changed in the UK. Confused everybody, I'm sure. But hopefully you can still join me and we can still have fun wherever you are. Welcome. My goodness, Ruth, you are hot off the marks, aren't you? Very eager. I like it. Hello, Apple user. Glory indeed. Hello, Angel Orange. Oh my goodness, aren't we all hot off the marks? Is it because no one knew what time it was? No, I'm sure you were all completely on it. Just like the human who is not at all tired or confused, although that is, to be fair, that is her natural, her natural mental state. Ruth, your phone changed automatically. Same, which is probably the only reason why the human has remembered to go live. And then there's the microwave, which didn't change, but then it hasn't set the right time for, I don't know how long. So we'll just not worry about that. Greetings, Mr. Werewolf Dude. Apple, you're very confused. I know. I think the only good thing is that for the human, for instance, she's felt like the clocks need to change for ages. She can't get up in the morning, whereas now it all makes perfect sense. Yeah. Laura, what time is it? Well, for me, it's 4 o'clock. I am your overlord. When are you? Yes. That's cleared that up. Ruth, I know, never bother with the microwave. Poor microwave. No one bothers with the microwave. Never says the right time. Oh, Chloe, you've been cleaning. Oh, no. Don't use the C word. We don't clean. Mr. Werewolf Dude, should they get rid of it? Now, that is a question. Greater minds even than I have considered that one. I don't know. It's kind of fun when you get the hour back, isn't it? And you're like, oh my goodness, I feel so rested. And then you find that it's still only the time you should normally get up. I like that. Anyway, hello, Ace. And good morning, Miss Susie. And hello, Rich. And hola, Emma. And meow, Froggies. Really? Don't you mean rar? I don't know. Chloe, you didn't want to clean. You just wanted to get rid of the ice. Right. So, what are sausage rolls made of on my planet? And is it Breton species? What was Zula talking about on their live yesterday? They are indeed made of an animal paste, but I probably should point out that I don't come from the same planet as the rest of them. As we know, a great tragedy befell my planet. Yes. Seaside Squad, somebody died in Friends, yes. Matthew Perry died, which is it's a shame. But then the human comes from a generation where she remembers Friends very fondly, but she certainly hasn't seen it for years and has this terrible feeling that maybe it isn't as good as she remembers. Yeah. Froggies, you stand by your meow. That's absolutely fine. Oh, Terracotta, welcome. Ready to heal the world from the mankind infection? Absolutely. The sooner the better. My goodness, everybody, yes. I was the tragedy. Emma, I will not respond further without a lawyer present. Mr. Werewolf Dude, how did I cope with the loss of the species? I said a few words. Some of them were off, and then I moved on with my life. That's the only way you can cope, you just move on. Oh dear, Apple user. Oh, sorry. Okay. My condolences. No, he didn't die in Friends. No, everyone, this is going to get very confusing. Hello, Skip, welcome, and hello, Kaluna, greetings, and Krista. Wow, everybody's here. Hello, Mutu, welcome. Yes, Mutu, if only there'd been a... if only there'd been an Are You Sure? Although, having said that, when the human was writing the escape room, there was a moment where she clicked save, and she hadn't clicked save on what she was typing. And she did actually dismiss the bit that says, "Are you sure you want to exit without saving?" And she went, "Yep." And then she went, "Ah!" Because she'd just lost a fair portion of the escape room. So, yeah. There we go. So, he did die in real life, yes. Everybody, let's recap on the first 6 minutes of my life so far. The human is hopeless. I am your somewhat benevolent overlord, and Matthew Perry, who played Chandler Bing, is dead. And Chloe is chopping ice off her fridge. There we go. Yeah. Peppa Pig parodies, Rich. What? I think I know what the human's going to be looking for after we're done. Anyway, everybody, let us move on. Let us move on from this. This is just going to get more and more confusing, surely. Ace, how has my week been? It's been very good, thank you. The weather has been appalling, which wreaks havoc with my fur maintenance. I just can't do anything with it in damp weather. It's a shame I live in the UK, really, isn't it? But I'll get by. Hello, Josh. Not certain death. Oh, let's not be hasty, Mutu. Let's not be hasty. Yes, Anachronista, you did send the human your masterpiece. The human hasn't got round to reading it yet, Anachronista. I'm very sorry. She probably should have sent you a message telling you that rather than just leaving you hanging. But I'm afraid she hasn't got that far. She's been busy trying to combat her own... Thank you, Ruth. I wasn't as scared as Zulu was. But yes, Anachronista, the human will get round to that. Apologies from the human. I will punish her. Greetings, Sock Monkey. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. It's just one long round of greeting people, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Right. How would I design an escape room without a door? Well, this is very much a test for you humans. Every Sunday we gather and I issue an escape room, and sometimes I despair, but mostly I'm sort of pondering whether to redeem you when the moment comes, whether to save you, or whether you're not that much use to me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm a bit behind with the messages, so I'm going to say hello to Hayley and to Michelle. Hello. Thank you. Fur maintenance is not a phrase you were expecting. No. Philip, I'm on early. Philip, Philip, what? The clocks have changed, Philip. It's 4 o'clock. Oh dear. Oh dear. Miss Susie, you found dead Carl wonderfully entertaining. The human has been randomly chuckling to herself ever since, Miss Susie. Even in the shower this morning, the human was just absolutely bewildered as to how anybody ever guesses any of those songs. But you did, and if you want to catch up, if you missed some of it, or if you'd just like to play again to see if you think you could get the tunes, it will be uploaded onto YouTube tomorrow. Yeah. So, what have I missed? I'm so far behind with the messages. So far behind. Right. Mr. Werewolf, don't you had a dream that I was in a real life escape room? The day will come. The day will come. Chloe, it's not a guarantee, you know. Yeah, not a guarantee you'll pass. Hayley, your daughter finds me funny. Okay, Hayley, I should warn you that I do swear. I am not fully child-friendly. Just saying. So yes, be prepared for that, because it will pop out, and I'd hate for anybody to be upset. So I know our producer, I'm behind with the messages. Oh my god, what a surprise! Oh gosh. Yeah. So Miss Susie, I didn't say hello to you. Oh, Miss Susie, I thought I did. Oh well, hello, Miss Susie. Let's put that right. Hayley, it's okay. Hayley, it's okay. You're not child-friendly either. Oh, well, Hayley, welcome. You'll fit in perfectly. So, right, everybody, whoa! Ruth is mooning me. Thank you, Ruth. Philip, you had a dream that the Saint logo took you to hell when you were 5. Philip, that explains a lot. Hello, Julie. Hello. Right, so everyone. Rich, you had a dream you were being chased by Donald Trump. Human, you're going to have some pretty weird dreams tonight, you know, and it's going to be all their fault. Wow. Oh, Yee-Haw! That's a better one than Dead Carl, right? Much better one than Dead Carl. So, everybody, do you think maybe we should start? You still freak out at the Saint, Philip? Do-do-do-do-do-do. I really like the idea that of all the ways I have to traumatise any one of you at any given moment, me singing a little bit of the same theme tune is all I've ever needed. I'll move on. Chloe, you're amazed? I know, I'm constantly amazed. Do you know what? I am just forever amazed that anybody ever joins me, frankly. It's wonderful. So, yes, let's go. Hello, Silver Gecko. Say hi to Tyler J. Hello, Tyler J. Yeah. What are we starting, Hayley? Well, Hayley, allow me to present. What we do every Sunday is we do an escape room, which is a little bit morbid, which is why we now call it a doom room. But it's sort of like an interactive story. There are ways that you can completely throw me off track, cause chaos, and just generally have fun. But they do tend to be quite dark, and they are going to take a little while, depending on how clever you are or how much you derail me. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Ruth, you have trouble with nesting geese. I don't have that trouble. I mean, I just have bled in, but so far they haven't tried to nest. It might be different if they had their way with Corey, but anyway. It is a great and terrible adventure. Miss Susie, you'd like to do guess the tune with me? What, and just not have any words? I'm not sure about that. I think that's too easy. We don't want it too easy, do we? Hello, Denise. Yes, it is very sad news. We have talked about it, and it turns out some people didn't know, so we just sort of gave it away. Right. Blettin hasn't ever laid an egg. No, everyone, come on. Greetings, Dave. Welcome. Name that tune. I don't think anybody in the club just declares tune anymore, do they? I may be a little out of my depth with the culture on this planet, but anyway. Oh, Chloe, you've banned someone already. Well done. I hadn't noticed. I'm clearly too far behind. Kaluna, you think we need to do an easy one to boost your self-esteem? I have to say, I am. Whoa! Thank you, Denise. I am absolutely gobsmacked that anybody managed to guess anything. I think that is what completely crippled the human partway through, when she just she just couldn't believe that you could guess them. So yeah, maybe the next one, in 4 weeks' time, we'll have Dead Cow, but it'll be themed again, so it'll be like 70s, 80s, or maybe 90s. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, guess the box with Blettin, Miss Susie. Really? 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 I mean, maybe Blettin could do it. I think Blettin would probably quite enjoy it. We'll see. I tell you what, maybe the human will put a vote on Patreon that everybody can vote on. And we'll see what we can do. We'll liven up some live streams. The human will do that this week sometime. By the way, everybody, by the time next weekend comes around and I'm able to talk to you, we will have our new t-shirt designs. Yes. So if you want to get your hands on Halloween t-shirts, you have to do it before the 1st. So that's before Wednesday. Yes, the human does only have 2 designs ready. And one of them isn't mine, but she's hoping to change that. Oh, welcome, Zara. I'm behind with the messages. I mean, we were about to start a minute ago. How can I be this far behind? Mr. Werewolf, if you'd like to hear a traditional song from my planet, I bet you fucking would. Maybe later. Apple user, you'd like an ABBA-themed one? Okay. Do you know what? Maybe we will. Maybe we will. We'll do things where the links aren't tenuous. Hello, Paula. Slay. Slay. Oh, Skip, that's a bit dark. Goose recipe, come on. Guess the purrs with Kure. I think Kure would be too good at this. Of all of us, I think she's the most musical. Hello, JC. What's the thing today? Today we're going to do an escape room when I start one. Yes. Dave, time to get started. You're hungry. I know. I know. Chloe, you won't watch if it's a Blettin thing, really. By the way, what's the poll we've got going? What is that? Okay, who is... Okay, yeah, Zara's here and bored. Who's the best mod? Oh, Zara, it has your fingerprints all over it, doesn't it? I know. Miss Susie, will yesterday's live be watchable again? Yes, from tomorrow morning, our time. Human will post it on YouTube, and there'll be a link on the website, so you'll be able to catch it. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, check out the links in my profile and you'll be able to. Yeah. Yes, Chloe, I know Kure needs to prove to us again that she can be trusted with with lives. Yes. Get drunk with the human. Is that your idea of a themed live, Paula? Well, I have to say, as we approach Christmas and New Year and all that, the weekends do fall at times when I think it'll be very difficult to find a sober human to go live with us. So who knows? How am I so far behind with the messages? How am I? How am I? Hayley, you're worried that my laugh is deeper than my voice. It's the human. She sits too close to the microphone and cackles. Cackles. Chloe, you think that should be the January sub-only live? Drinks with human. Do you think? I think that sort of thing is a bit tricky, though, because because of the time difference, we won't really feel like we're all drinking together, because it would be, nice for some of us, and some of the rest of you will still be able to taste the toothpaste. Anyway, clearly you're very optimistically going. So you wake up. We'll get there. Oh, Denise says sip music. Oh, well, if you do insist. Whoa. Yeah, human, we need to figure out our seating arrangements a little bit better, don't we? The drink's too far away. Right, human's going to take a sip, and then I'm going to try and catch up with the 45 messages that I haven't looked at yet. Yeah. Sip, human. Right. So, tenuous. That was really something. So, Miss Susie, the human is starting to sound like a hen clucking. Does anybody remember back in the day when the human would actually try and stifle her laughter? When she would try and not completely derail the live with her cackling? Do you remember? When she just used to quietly wheeze? Do you remember that? I'm not sure who's to blame. So, mods, this speaks volumes, doesn't it? Unicorn is the best mod. Really, I think, Sarah, you should know better than to ask everybody. Yeah. Right, come on. Anachronist, you don't know the last one in the poll. Okay, right, here we go. Buckle up, Zara. You've fucking done it again. Okay, everyone. So what happened is a very, 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 very long time ago, we used to have lots and lots and lots of mods. Lots of lovely people in our community helped. And then it turns out, that my three wonderfully faithful mods have actually stood by me for a really fucking long time, and I appreciate them very much. And there is just one other mod that the human, that used to be a regular, and that the human hasn't really got round to clearing out yet. And every so often, Zara makes this her mission to just remind us all that there is somebody still with modding powers who has failed to be on alive for a very, very long time now. So I hope that's cleared all that up. Thank you, Zara. It now says 74 new messages at the bottom of this page. I am never, ever going to get to all of them. And even if I could read them, I have no idea what I was talking about when people would have made those comments, so I don't know what they mean. Yeah. So there we go, everybody. Yes, Chloe, there was a very glitchy time when people would suddenly get banned and muted and things. So, yes, Chloe, you were co-opted almost against your will. Anyway, everyone, let's move on. I am so far behind with the messages. I'm going to try and get up to date. Apple use, you think drunk human and Kure? Do you? I think that could be disastrous. Hello, Max. Yee-Haw! Oh dear. Oh, hello, Nikki. Oh, well, now everything's going to be fine, isn't it? Now Nikki's here. Now I'm going to get up to date, aren't I? Miss Susie, do you still sip every time we say anyway? Do you? Sorry, if you don't drink, we'll have to do a drinking game where... I mean, I'm not saying that we will do drinking with the human, but we'll have to do one where you can have a chocolate or a sweet or something instead, won't we? Anyway, drinks are for any time, Nikki. I admire that. Right, everyone. Oh, Kaluna, you like the idea of morning drinks? Oh, okay. This whole drinking with the human is really, really gaining speed, isn't it? Or it probably gained speed about 10 fucking minutes ago. Oh, so yes, we'd have to have drinks and something. Cake? Nibbles? I don't know, for everybody who's going to join in who doesn't drink. Right. So, oh, Miss Susie Mike's brought you a croissant. Oh, okay. Paula, you are quite right. I am Raz the Resplendent. I don't need messages. You bow before me. Hello, Rob. You're new in here. Welcome. And good luck. Yeah. Laura, and the tummy rumbles, I know, like a storm coming. Oh, good, everyone thinks the human laughing is part of the fun. It's just as well, because otherwise I'd have to fucking gag her. Oh, now Denise is mooning at me. My goodness. Right. Everyone, I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind with the messages. I'm getting up to date. I'm getting there. We need a human needs oxygen. Go fund me, Miss Susie, maybe. Oh dear. Right. Yes, amongst all that, we did have a very brief shout out to my wonderful mods. Thank you very much. Your services, even though I moan, your services are vital. I couldn't do this without you. So, everyone, let's get up to date. Laura, you've got a sleeping emoji. Really? Nikki, you want to be in a small room with the human, really? Oh dear. Paula, you'd quite like to see Zula perform with a drunk human? I mean, Zula already says everything that pops into their head. I think this is a dangerous way to go. After you drinks and Jaffa cakes, very good idea. Drinks and something. I did not say that, Frogis. I did not say that. Oh, Zara, you have cookies baking. I've got to get a move on. Oh, excuse me, Zara, with these pleasantries with all these people. How dare you? Oh, Kalula, it was only a joke, but... It was only a joke, but mimosa time! I'm not sure it was a joke, Kaluna. I'm not sure it was a joke. I think it was an excuse, is what it was. It was an excuse. So I give you an excuse. Right, come on, I'm up to date. We're going to start. Hello, Stephen. Please don't wage war on the Jaffa Cakes thing. Come on. We're in enough trouble as it is. And Anachrista, you say TPO. We did talk about, didn't we, a TPO escape room at some point? Yeah. Maybe we'll have to do that. If human can fucking remember. It's not always a given. Oh, Denise with the sip music and the odd ducks. I know. Oh, Rich, you're going to be baking with your daughter on Halloween. I've seen so many good Halloween baking ideas. And the human hasn't made any. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Anyway, I'm going to get up to date. And then we're going to start. What is the ball? Do we start? We will start, and I promise you it'll be worth the wait. This is the longest. What's it? Nikki, what's a T-boat? No, Nikki, T-po, the purple space monkey. Zula's T-po. Oh my goodness. Paula, you wake up and immediately lie down and give up. Right, okay, everyone, I'm up to date. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let the human... Oh, you lovely little odd ducks. I'm going to let the human take a sip. And then we'll begin. I have to say, as lives go, Yee-Haw! as lives go, they get trickier, don't they? It's not my imagination, is it, human? They've definitely got harder, haven't they? Right, human, take a sip and then we'll start. And it's a long introduction, so you'll have to sit and be very quiet. Drink, everybody! Drink! Woohoo! Oh my word! That was nearly very, very dangerous. If I thought I had fur maintenance problems now, I almost had a little bit of beer spat into them. Thank you, Froggis, for that for that carefully timed gift. Yes. Let's just be safe now, shall we? Do we start the live? Yes. Mutu, sleep time for you. Nighty night. Nighty night, and thank you. Unfortunately, we didn't make it enough time to start it, I'm afraid. But you can. This will also be on YouTube tomorrow. Is there going to be an escape room today? Yes, there is, and I'm going to start it right now. Ready? Excellent. You slowly wake to find yourself laying somewhere comfortable. As you open your eyes, you discover you're sat in the back of a very comfortable horse-drawn carriage. You can even hear the clip-clop of horses' hooves. You've barely had time to register it before the carriage comes to a halt and the door opens. You awkwardly step out of the carriage dressed in your finery in front of a massive mansion. The sound of music and laughter drifts through the air. You're about to walk up to the mansion when the carriage driver stops you and hands you a mask and your invitation before driving the carriage away. You stand in the entrance hall of the mansion, the elaborate mask carefully placed across your face, and you hand the doorman your invitation. He tells you you're just in time and locks the door behind you with a large combination padlock. It strikes you as odd, but you have seen stranger things on a weekly basis. He ushers you into a large ballroom. A stringed quartet plays in the corner of the room while people in beautiful clothes and masks dance and laugh and drink. You help yourself to a drink as you try to make sense of what's happening here. And maybe the drink is too strong, maybe the room is too warm, or maybe it's something else entirely. But you find yourself drifting off to sleep. You wake suddenly to find the ballroom empty. You remove the mask from your face as you call out, but there's no response. No musicians, no doorman, no guests. You check the front door, but it's still secured with the combination padlock. So just how did everybody else leave? And how could the party end for the night when a guest was so obviously still here? You look around the ballroom, now eerily silent except for the echoing of your footsteps. There's a door to a private chamber, but it's locked. You'll need a key to open it. There's also the area where the musicians were performing, while in the corner of the room is a large taxidermy bear. The only other thing in the room is the large table that had been laden with food, but now contains only a punch bowl. So get ready. Your first choice is punch bowl, bear, or musicians. Away we go, everybody. It's a bit different, isn't it? Very mysterious this week, isn't it? Yes. Right. Every Harry Hopper film does indeed start like this, Rich. No calls on the code yet, everybody. Thank you. And yes, everybody has seen Stranger Things. Nikki, will there be naughty things going on? If we're lucky. Scotty did not beam them up. Oh, Rich, was it a dream? Was it? Miss Susie, you're going to do some fan flirting. That's quite tricky to say, isn't it? Isn't it? Anachronist, do you fancy a quadrille? Hello, Ghost Galaxy. Welcome. We've actually only just started our escape room. Speaks volumes, doesn't it? Oh, we have a tie between musicians and bear. It's probably going to be bear, isn't it? Oh, everybody seems to be saying punch bowl now. But this isn't a democracy. We're looking at the bear. Oh, Chloe says fucking musician, so we'll have to do what Chloe says. Musicians. Right. Musicians. Okay. You decide to take a closer look at the area where the musicians were performing. It seemed they left in a hurry. Their instruments are resting neatly on chairs. The sheet music is still sat on the stands. There's even a violin case underneath one of the seats. So do you look at the sheet music or the violin case? So we're moving quickly now, aren't we? Moving quickly. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Paula, keep your tooting to yourself, please. It's a very formal setting, you know. Our sheet indeed, Froggis. Oh, look, Laura, you are not going to believe what the human wrote. Yeah. Miss Susie, you want to look in the violent case? Right, let's wait for the thingy. Oh, it looks like everyone wants to look in the violin case. Except for Kaluna. Okay, we'll do the violin case. I know the vote hasn't finished, but I'm like that. I'm a loose cannon. You decide to have a closer look at the violin case. Yeah. Secretly, you've always wanted to open one up and find a Tommy gun inside. Oh, Yee-Haw! Oh. That was traumatizing. I almost missed it. Anyway, secretly, you've always wanted to open one up and find a Tommy gun inside, like a 1920s American gangster. But so far, that hasn't happened. Not that you've come across a lot of violin cases in your life, but you're forever optimistic that your luck is about to change. You flip open the violin case. There's no Tommy gun. But there is something that might come in handy. You almost don't believe your eyes when you spot a knife. A very precious, very real, surprisingly rare knife. So you take it and casually pop it in your pocket in case it comes in handy. But you feel lucky just to find one. That's not a knife. No, don't eat the knife. So, yes, we have a knife. And yes, Laura, you did call that you wanted a Tommy gun in the violin case. It's funny, the human thought she was the only one that always thought that every time she sees a violin case. It's a terrifying thought, really, isn't it? So, is the knife B sharp, Rich? We'll see. We'll see. Thanks for clarifying it's real, Cluna. I know. Ever since the knife vanished, probably, what was it, a couple of months ago now, we had a missing knife in an escape room. Yeah. So now I guess we look at the sheet music. While we're in the musician's area. Oh, hello, Lewis. The human's mother is not here this week, but she is very, very well, thank you. And it's actually her birthday in a couple of weeks. Yes. Don't fall on the knife, Paula. Please, not yet. Not yet. Yes, an actress of the musician's area. Ruth, how was your adoptive granddad? Our father is absolutely as fucking hopeless as any other day of the week. I can promise you that. Lewis, it's your birthday tomorrow. Well, very happy birthday for tomorrow, Lewis. You like the human's mother? I know the human does rather like her mother, but it's like the trend going around on TikTok. If your mother doesn't irritate you, is she even really your mother? It's one to think about there. Anyway, no, the human hasn't told her mother about Harrison Ford. No, but she will. She will when she's brave enough. Paula, at least our dad is consistent. I know he's. I mean, I think he's getting worse. The human often worries about, like keeping her eye out for dementia. The parents are getting older. And then she's like, how the fuck will she know? With a father like that, who barely remembers his own fucking name most days of the week, how would she know? He's always been like that. He's always been like that. So, oh, Nikki, will you stop flirting with the human for just a second, please? Paula, you are indeed a great mother. If there were no conflict, then it means that you've just been doing your job wrong, wouldn't it? Yeah. Anachronist, you went no contact. You can have the human. Share the humans. The human's father is our dad now. Yeah. Share it about. You can have him every other day if you want. Froggies, you think the human should watch herself for symptoms? I fear you might be right. The human had a funny moment with, she was with her niece and nephew and her father a little while ago. And the human was all like, because the nephew's getting older, a bit more lippy. And the human is like, yeah, well, bad luck, because you're going to turn into granddad. And she's like, no. I get to turn into nanny, but you get to turn into granddad. And niece and nephew both assured her most heartily that is not fucking true. She's turning into granddad. So, yeah, she's ever watchful of symptoms. Yeah. Yes, Paula, when the time comes, you can go. Human, can you do the thing for me? Fishing with Dad. Yes, fishing with Dad. Yes. Just drinking in a boat. Nikki, you want them all? Oh, I missed a cow. When did I miss a cowboy? Did I really? Or are you all just now saying, oh, you missed it? Oh, no, I did. Fuck it, I missed a cowboy. Apologies. I did miss a cowboy. I think it's because the human was actually getting ready to read the next bit, because we have just had a warning from Chloe that we need to do the sheet music now. Yeah. So, Nikki, you want to go fishing with the human's father, do you? Oh, it's when the human was talking about niece and nephew. I think I clearly wasn't paying enough attention. I think it hurts the human greatly to think that she's turning into her father. Her mother, she's spent years preparing for, but her father, no. Anachronist, it's okay. You don't really go fishing. Fishing is really only drinking in a boat. No fish. I don't think we need to do that for fish. No fish are involved in the fishing. So don't worry about it. No fish were harmed in any fishing expedition ever. Right, Mr. Werewolf, what does the sheet music say? Very good question. You decide to take a closer look at the sheet music, which doesn't make a lot of sense to you. You start wondering what you're even looking for as you flick through page after page. But on the last page you notice a tiny annotation in red ink. Somebody has written the numbers 6 and 9 in the corner of the page. You can think of lots of reasons why they might have written it, but you also decide to remember it, just in case it comes in handy. Human Fathers is going to need a bigger boat, Paula, yes? Right, so... Laura, you think it's Debussy, do you? Bit of Claire de Lune, was that Debussy? I don't know, we're not cultured or educated. Yes, Cluna, lots of reasons why they might have written it. It might have been part of a phone number or an address they have to go to. Or it could have been an important code for something, you see. Lots of reasons. Lots of reasons, Cluna. Lots of reasons. Hello, Sebastian. What's my dream car? A 1950s Land Rover. Yeah, wasn't expecting that. Either that or I'll have a modern Aston Martin DB6. Yee-Haw! There we go. Just checking we're all still awake. Checking we're all still awake. Checking we're all still awake. Miss Susie, anyways, right, oh yeah, there's a vote going for where we want to look next. Either bear or the table. Bear or the table. So you can vote in the poll. What year is it, Nikki? That's fine. It doesn't matter, Nikki. Don't worry. Hello, Harry. Did someone say paperclips? No. Right, we're going to look at bear now, everybody. Oh, Mr. Wells, do you think I deserve a rose? Maybe I do. Yeah. Wow, I like the way everyone's picking their cars. It's funny, isn't it, how you think you don't really have an opinion on something and then all of a sudden, bosh, there you go, opinion. Right. Harry, you can do whatever you like with Paula, and I'm sure she won't be bothered either. Help yourself. Knock yourself out, as they say. Oh, and how close to you, Bracker? You've got some novelty big paperclips. Human has some that's shaped like a flamingo. But she has lost them, so that's not terribly smart. Apple user, if you want to snog bear, you do that. Oh, Kaluna, classic. Right, anyway, my lovely odd ducks, here we go. We're going to look at bear. You decide to take a closer look at bear. This bear has beautiful, glossy, chestnut brown fur and a frilly ruff around its neck. But none of that changes the fact that it's very well made, and you'll need something sharp to get into it. So I think we can probably guess that you probably all just want to... You probably all just want to use the knife, right? Apple user, I love that you're making do without the subscription stickers. Mr. Werewolf Dude and Chloe would both like to use the knife. Paula, you'd like to use Zula's sharp wit. Oh, we're being very complimentary of Zula lately, aren't we? I don't know why. We all know Zula's not your favourite, Paula, don't we? Yeah. Platin still sobs about it, you know. Cries themselves to sleep at night. Reminiscing of when they used to be your favourite. Yeah. Human, that was cruel. Okay, Kaluna, you can use your teeth. Froggies, Froggies just stand in the corner. Oh, Laura's going to go and look for the library. Maybe I need to... Maybe I just need to move on. Yes, Harry, the human remembered. The human remembered. The human remembered. Yeah. And actress Kure has your heart. By the way, patrons, November's week, you know how we have a week special? November's week special is going to be an interesting one. Yeah, just saying. Just saying. Ace, you enjoyed the laughter. Wonderful. Yes, Paula, I'd imagine you are immune to guilt. Teenagers are like having an ice pick permanently impaled through your brain, I would imagine. So yes. Oh, Rich, your delivery is here. Right, but we're gonna open up Bear. More interesting than finding out. But look, okay, Chloe, I get it. That wasn't your favourite week. Yeah, it'll be more interesting. Anyway, let's open up Bear, shall we? Let's open up Bear. I'm going to say hello to Lacey, and we're going to open up Bear. You decide to take a closer look at Bear. This bear... Oh, no, I've done that bit. Fuck. Oh, right, okay. You take the knife from your pocket to slice Bear open, but the knife isn't as sharp as you'd like, and you end up knocking Bear to the floor as you try and plunge the knife in. As you and Bear wrestle, Bear's seam finally splits open and something drops out. It's a box of matches. That will do nicely. Oh, it was meant to be a question mark and not a... So it wasn't supposed to sound passive-aggressive, Chloe, really? I know, Clooney, you should have used your teeth, shouldn't you? Bear wrestling, yes, bear. As long as it's not bear wrestling, that would be terrible. The Albinator, are you being ghosted in here? No, it's just a very hectic live Albinator. Very hectic. A lot goes on. I don't have time to address every single comment. Otherwise, I'd be here for hours. Yee-Haw! See what they do to me. Do you see what they do? I'm just trying to do my thing, bring a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of light in the darkness, and they run me ragged. They really do. So, yes, Mr. Welldo, we can check the punch bowl. We can check the punch bowl. Let's do that. Harry, is it a boy or a girl, Bear? Yes. I mean, that would be a very particular sort of... Yes, Laura, I'm a light in the fucking darkness. Anyway, what I was going to say, Harry, is yes, that would be a very particular form of taxidermy, wouldn't it? To have everything on show. Right, we wanted to look at the punch bowl. Okay. You decide to take a closer look at the punch bowl. It contains a small amount of deep red liquid. You look around for a glass so that you can help yourself to some, but there aren't any. Is it a cocktail? Wine? Heaven forbid it might only be fruit juice. Under other circumstances, you'd lift the whole bowl up and slurp from it to find out what the liquid is, but somehow that doesn't feel right when you're so dressed so lavishly. Then again, it's not like anyone's going to see you. And it's not like you're going to last that long either. So you pick up the punch bowl and pour it into your mouth, but you've barely taken a sip before something lodges in your throat. You drop the punch bowl and try to cough up the offending item. The red liquid covers the ballroom and yourself, but at least you manage to dislodge the item. It's a small key. That will come in handy. Albinate, you have a naughty gremlin puppet. Gremlins are naughty. As am I. So, I'm afraid, Paula, there isn't a fireplace. Do you know, I haven't put a fireplace for a long time, have I? Human wine, maybe, Chloe. We don't know. We had to spit it all out, so we're not sure, and there's none left to drink. But we do have a key, which Mr. Werewolf Dude would like to use to open the locked thingy. Josh, are we a cult or a gang? I don't know. Let's answer it in one simple question. Would you die for me? Would you? If I asked you to, would you die for me? Would you? Well, yeah, looks like we're a cult then, guys. Yee-Haw! So there we go. Question of the day answered. You would all die for me, and we are indeed a cult. Yeah. It's comforting, isn't it? Isn't it comforting? Right. Ruth, you wouldn't die for me. Oh. Add her to the list. Only on Sundays, Kuna. Fair enough. Right. So, for tax purposes, we're a church. Thank you, Apple user. That's the kind of helpful insight that I need. Yes, Laura, shun the non-believer. Quite right. Would that mean that we have to procreate within the cult? I'm not sure about that. No unsanctioned procreation or self-care without my permission. Oh, Sock Monkey has to go. Farewell, Sock Monkey. Bye-bye. But you will be able to catch up with the ending later. No, Harry, no solo creation, no self-care without my permission. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, Apple user with the Jaffa cakes. Oh, well, you'd help kill for me. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah, we're a cult. We're a cult. So, an actual bacon afternoon cake. Well, every cult needs a bit of baking, don't they? I never thought I'd need to specify sanctioned procreation, Laura, but there we go. So yes, we do have a key, Kaluna. Yes, we have a key. Let's do this. We don't have all day, do we? We don't have all day. I mean, Human hasn't got anything better to do, but I'm sure the rest of you do. You decide to try the key to unlock the door to the private chamber. It clicks unlocked and you push open the door, but the room is pitch black. You can't explore in the dark. But from the small amount of light that ripples in from the bar... From where? Where does the light ripple in from? But from the small amount of light that ripples in from the ballroom, you see a candle. If you could light it, you'd be able to investigate the room. Does light ripple, Paula? Really, Paula? Like I've just demanded your death as part of the cult, and you're just worried about whether light ripples? Really? What ballroom? Nikki, don't worry. Don't worry, Nikki. Don't worry. We may light the candle, Mr. Werewolf Dude. Kaluna is just called Lumos, so yeah. Paul, you do indeed have deep thoughts. If you could just have slightly fewer of them, that would probably be perfect. As in a wave or a particle, Rich. I don't know if you're helping or not. Thank you, Kaluna. It's a particle and a wave, and therefore it can ripple. There we go. Fun and educational. On that note, Human's going to take a sip. And then we'll see what happens when we light the candle. Does it offer lobotomies? As standard. On admission. Right, Human's going to take a sip. Yee-Haw! Now Human's going to take a sip. Right. Yes, Harry, you are a being of light. Oh my word, when did this poll start? Who's the leader? Dead Carl. Poor Tipo didn't get a single vote. I didn't get enough. But yeah, Dead Carl is the leader. I fear you might be right. It's certainly not the human. What? I like the way Josh goes, "Oh, was Raz dancing?" And Nikki goes, "What on earth are you doing?" Very different approaches. I am often goaded into doing something while the human sips, and I'm evading boops. Clearly, I dance like Dead Carl sings. Frankly, don't I? Oh, Chloe, we need a video of Dead Carl addressing us. Did you have that planned, human? Didn't you? Well, do you know what, human? It turns out you're fucking wrong. We need... Chloe doesn't ask for much, does she? Really, does she? She just wants a video of Dead Carl addressing his loyal subjects. Come on, human. Sleep is for the weak, human. So, I like the way Mr. Werewolf Dude is still saying patiently, can we light the candle, please? So, oh, he's leader of state and church as well. Of course he is, Apple user. Of course he is. Right. Yes, Miss Susie, I was evading your boops. Rich, you boop when you like. Have you been booping? Unsanctioned booping is bad. Yeah, punishable by death. Anyway, yes, human, you can sleep when we actually finish this fucking doom room. Hello to Max. Great Scott, a gorgeously cute, fluffy puffet. Oh, wait, what? a puffet? Did I just call myself a puffet? Well, there we go. Yee-Haw! I'm a cowboy puffet. Yeah. I'm gorgeous and with a wonderful voice. Why, thank you. Fluff my muffin. I'm a puffet. I'm really having problems with my words again, aren't I? There is a bit of a bird theme going on with my mishaps, isn't there? Eh? Oh, Max, you're delightfully positive, aren't you? My word. Why, thank you very much. Right back at you, my friend. A puffet. Anyway, because I wing it, Harry. You see what he did? Did you see what he did? Max's noodles in disguise. Too positive for us, don't fall for it. Uncomfortable vibes. Oh, you little odd ducks. You little odd ducks. All so scared by positivity, aren't we? Eh? Ah, lovely little odd ducks. Right. So, shall we see what happens if we light the candle, my little odd ducks? That's really stuck, Kaluna, that's really stuck. Mr. Werewolf Dude, I know you do like positivity, and you keep at it, don't you, Mr. Werewolf Dude, in spite of all of the rest of us. Paula, you were hoping for more despair. Oh, well, that's okay, Paula, because we still have 2 endings to come, don't we? Right, let's light the candle. Yes, Apple user, there was a candle. Harry, I was about to tell you off, but yeah, Paula's fair game. I'm not going to say anything more. Right. I don't think I want to touch the candle now, frankly, Laura. You take the matches out of your pocket and light the candle, but just as you do, out of the darkness, a snake suddenly appears, slithering quickly towards you and knocking the lit match from your hand. You step back in surprise as the snake catches fire incredibly easily. In no time at all, it's nothing more than a burnt, crispy husk. You feel slightly sorry for the snake, but then again it did look like a bit of a tick to you. You do your best to ignore it as you realize you can now search the room by candlelight. As you look around the room, you see a large, grand, antique space desk, and sticking out from just behind it on the floor, you see a pair of legs. It would seem that you found the doorman. So, space desk or corpse? Space desk or corpse, just your average choice. Very Yee-Haw! Thank you, Denise. That was very, that came from very deep in the belly, that one, didn't it? That was a very deep, Yee-Haw! That's slightly higher. That was slightly higher, that one. I'm like a puppet for your whims, aren't I? I'm like a puffet for your whims. Whims? Good God, human, you've had like 2 sips of beer and this is what happens? Have you had too much sugar today? Not enough sleep? Too much sleep? I don't know. There isn't a library, Laura. There isn't a library. Oh, Harry, that's so... Oh dear, it worked. Yes, Miss Susie, I know. Some people call me the space cowboy. Right. We're going to look at the corpse that is totally not Carl. Okay. Right. Oh, Chloe, thank you. Thank you. Clooney, you think the polished rigs. And yes, Miss Susie, I did say a puffet for your wins. I don't know. Yee-Haw! I don't know why I said a puffet for your wins, but there we go. It seems perfectly reasonable to me. Perfect sense. Right. Does the doorman sing? Badly. Oh, Chloe, thank you. Paula, am I the best NPC? Or am I just a puffet for your wins? Shit, what are we looking at, human? What was it? Yee-Haw! Why is the human peering round? It's what the human does. She lurks. She lurks and she peers. It could be worse. Could be much worse. What are we doing? We're doing the corpse. Right, yes, of course, we're doing the corpse. We're doing the corpse. Harry, if you have a limp noodle, you can get medication for that, you know. So, we were not looking for a library, Laura. We were not. Right. You decide to take a closer look at the corpse and find it is indeed the doorman from earlier. Ready, deep breath. Poor doorman Carl, poor dead doorman Carl, poor tasty dead doorman Carl. He seems to have an odd puncture wound on his neck, but you think nothing of it as you check him for anything unusual. But you find something odd, a sheet of thin, blue-coloured, transparent plastic. You're not sure what to do with it, so you pop it in your pocket just in case. You're about to walk away when your tummy rumbles. How on earth could you forget snack time? Don't eat the plastic. He's dead as a doorman, yes. Right, so, Mr. Werewolf, would you like to check out the space desk now? Okay, let's do that. We find something odd. Yes, Laura, we find something odd. Right, human, we're looking for the space desk. Space desk, come on, keep it together, people. We're actually getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Blimey. Blimey, you're all so disturbing, aren't you? Right, are you disturbing or disturbed? Both, I think. You decide to take a closer look at the space desk. It appears to be an original antique space desk dated from the late 18th century. There's beautiful parquetry inlay on top, but sadly it's woefully lacking in paperclip storage space. So you decide to get on and search every drawer for anything that might be useful. You find only one thing, a sheet of paper filled with chaotic, different coloured markings. Oh, did I just miss a Yee-Haw? Oh, Yee-Haw! Sorry, I'll make a sort of apologetic Yee-Haw if I miss one. Yee-Haw, like that. Like whoopsies. Like that. I've decided. Anyway, where was I? You decide to get on and search every drawer for anything that might be useful. You find only one thing, a sheet of paper filled with chaotic, different coloured markings. It's as if someone's made a I'll start again. My worms. Seriously. It's as if someone's made random scratches across the page with at least a dozen different coloured inks. You have no idea what it means, but you hang on to it just in case. Oh, Chloe, I hadn't even finished the sentence. Anyway. Yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude, yes. You think that's some Laura art? I miss Laura art, to be honest. Laura, I miss the Laura art. Right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the transparent thing over the thing. Let's do that. Let's do that. Human will find the right thing. Is it a what, Anachronista? A what? I know, Kaluna, Mr. Werewolf Dude is so polite. And the rest of you are like a foaming rabid rabble, aren't you? Yes, we're going to put the thing. Oh, 15,000. What? Yee-Haw! To be fair, this is what it's like in the human's head all the time. All the time. No wonder I can't form my words. Trying to make a sentence, and then before you even know the thoughts you're going to have, before you could even get the words wrong, you've got a Yee-Haw or this or the other. Let's put the thing in the thing. It's a thing that's hiding the text behind. Okay, Anachronista, yeah, that. Paula, you think we need a Yee-Haw compilation video? Okay, which, for the blackboard, do we think? We'll head it to the blackboard and we'll see what the human can do, actually. Yeah. If Chloe's issued her orders, what's one more thing? What's one more thing? A Yee-Haw compilation? A little address from our great Lord King Carl? King Carl? Didn't sound right when I said it. King Carl. Paula, it almost happened in slow motion, didn't it, watching me break? You can tell I was broken because I didn't even have the energy to raise my voice like I did with Chloe. I just folded. Miss Susie, like the NPC TikTokers, yeah. Okay, I'll see if I can do a little compilation of Yee-Haws. And we'll see. Is it art? We'll find out. Anyway, we're going to put the thing on the thing. Yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude, you are so nicely, yes. You reach into your pocket and take out the sheet of paper you found in the space desk and the sheet of plastic you found on poor dead Dorman Carl. You lay the piece of plastic over the paper to discover that suddenly two numbers are visible. 6 and a 9. You smile to yourself at such an incredibly clever puzzle and such a thoroughly unexpected solution. Yeah. Right. So, yes, who knew? A 6 and a 9. Harry, do you think I should do an NPC TikTok stream where I don't say anything? I just react to gifts. Do you think I should do that one day? Would I be able to keep my fucking mouth shut? I don't think I would. I hate to say it, but I don't think I would. You know, the way that woman just bobs. Like that. Do you think I could do that for an hour? I don't know. Tipo does it. Yeah, just says fuck all. Paula the Human could. Yee-Haw! Laura, you couldn't watch it for an hour? No Apple user, not what's a Tipo again. Right, everybody. Maybe, human, stop peering like that. It's scaring everybody. Yeah. You like my fur when I bob? I don't know. Human shifts uncomfortably when I do that. I'm not sure. Maybe for Halloween we'll dress the human up as Zula and she can do it. We'll see. So where's the lock? Yes. Oh, Rich, I don't know what you mean. Swamp Thing. Anyway, yes, where's the lock? Right, okay. The lock, everybody. The lock. There was a lock. Yes, there was a lock. You realise you now have the code to escape. You dash to the door and enter the code before pushing the doors open and feeling the cool night air on your face. You're about to leave when suddenly you feel a tap on your shoulder. You turn around to discover the dead doorman Carl isn't so dead. He stares at you and grins, showing 2 sharp teeth. Suddenly you realise what the puncture marks on his mark. Suddenly you realise what the puncture marks on his neck were. Dead Carl snaps his fingers and the door slams shut behind you. He points to the right to a painting hanging on the wall which shows terrible worms. Come on, human, come on. He points to the right to a painting hanging on the wall which shows a dark and desolate graveyard. Then he points to the left where a painting on the wall shows a party, much like the ball you attended, with guests raising glasses of red liquid. You look from painting to painting and then back at dead Carl. It appears he's waiting for something. So do you point to the picture of the graveyard of cold, eternal death? Or do you point to the picture of the party, vibrant, eternal life? Choose. Graveyard or party, this is your final choice. And maybe the most important choice you've ever made at an escape room ever. Graveyard or party, this is your choice. Not a log, and actually a lock. A lock. And I know there wasn't one page of reading material, Laura. You must be very disappointed. Puncture necks on his mark is the best. Is the best one. I know. It's been a long. Yee-Haw! Human is reduced to a quiet whimper. Right. Right, so... Oh, it looks like we've got a few for the party. Mr. Werewolf Dude and Kaluna want the party. Oh, a lot of people have voted for Graveyard. Yes, Miss Susie, not everyone can just say puff it, you know. Has the human been working too hard, Mr. Werewolf Dude? Evidently. And you know what? She hasn't had nearly enough of her drink. That's probably it. Right. So it is very much cake or death, yes. So, everybody... Oh, Apple user, how do you reboot the humans? I don't want to search for where the on-off switch might be. Right, if everybody insists on SIP music, we'll do that, and then we'll have the graveyard first, and then the party answer. So, let the humans sip. One day we're going to be doing this and the human is going to forget to sip, and then we're never going to carry on with the escape room. We'll just be doing that. Anyway, I can have sanctioned pleasure time whenever I like, Harry. Right, so you point to the picture of the graveyard, do you? Well, this is your end. You slowly raise your arm and point to the painting of the graveyard. Dead Carl nods solemnly and snaps his fingers. The door behind you slowly sinks open. The door behind you slowly creaks open. Confused, you turn to leave while you still can, but you haven't made it out the door before you feel Dead Carl grab hold of your shoulders and sink his teeth into your... Yee-Haw! Is it me, or did Dead Carl just sink his teeth into our Yee-Haw? It's okay, human, don't cry. Oh my goodness. This is one of the trickiest ones. So one of it is confused, and it's me. I know, very much, very much. So the human is broken. Our Yee-Haws have been bitten. We're going to take a breath and then we're going to try again. I'm going to say hello to Badger Parks, though. Hello. And then we're going to try again. Because this is supposed to be like a really atmospheric ending, because it's the closest escape room to Spooky Night, and humans, we're really trying our best. And actually, you know how we've been saying about how the human has creeped herself out writing the endings of these a few times? Not this time. Human laughed. Human laughed. Yeah. Ruth is broken as well. And there's puncture necks on the mark. Right, come on now. Human, where did we get to? Right, oh yeah. Dead Carl was sinking his teeth into our Yee-Haw. Right, but you haven't made it out the door before you feel Dead Carl grab hold of your shoulders and sink his teeth into your neck. You're not sure what you were expecting, but you don't think it was this. The painting looked so much more peaceful and a lot less painful than feeling your neck ripped apart and having your veins forcibly emptied of their blood. At first you try to struggle free of Dead Carl's grip, but your strength quickly evaporates and you fall to the floor. The colour seems to slowly drain from the world as Dead Carl slowly drains blood from you. Just when you think your demise is going to be as peaceful as the painting suggests, Yee-Haw! Just when you think your demise is going to be as peaceful as the painting suggested, you suddenly feel your head being ripped from your body as Dead Carl roars in satisfaction. And you're dead. Ruth, you had tears running down your leg. Are you sure it was tears, Ruth? So, sometimes, ladies, you laugh a little bit too hard. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying it's not tears. So, everyone, did I still manage to miss a cowboy? Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a Yee-Haw. Okay, so I go, Yee-Haw. I'm very sorry, apologetic Yee-Haw. So, yeah, no unsanctioned tears down your legs either, okay? So, Laura, you're sitting in a puddle. It happens. It happens as you get older. Right. Yee-Haw! Oh, my word. Is the human broken, Mr. Werewolf Dude? The human really hurts. The human hurts from laughing. Right. So, everyone, don't worry about mopping up your puddles. We're going to do the other ending, and then we might consider actually finishing this live. We've only got one ending to go. Do you think we can make it? I'm not sure I can, but come on. We are indeed all broken. Come on, everybody. Come on, one more ending. One more ending. Oh no, not you too, Denise. It's probably easier to check who isn't. Yeah, Froggies, one ending to go. A few hours later. Right, come on, everyone. Come on. Be strong. There's one more ending. One more ending. Come on. We can do this. Come on, people. We can do this. Mr. Werewolf Dude, what a good question. What does happen if we point at the party? You raise your arm and hesitantly point at the painting of the party. Dead Carl chuckles to himself. He seems to approve of your choice. He wraps his arm around you and ushers you back into the ballroom before clapping his hands loudly. Oh, Yee-Haw! Ruth the human was crying some time ago. Right, everyone, okay. He wraps his arm around you and ushers you back into the ballroom before clapping his hands loudly. Slowly some of the other guests filter back into the room, covered in blood and all sporting puncture marks on their neck. You're just trying to make sense of what's about to happen when Dead Carl sinks his teeth into your neck before handing you a glass and gesturing you to drink. You take a sip. Everyone, Yee-Haw! Everyone, Yee-Haw! The human does not have leg tears, okay? But guys, it's close. Let's finish this, shall we? Brilliant, everybody. Well done, everyone. Everyone, Yee-Haw. Right, come on. Come on. Right, okay, come on. You take a sip, everyone applauds, and the ball continues as if nothing happened, though with slightly fewer guests than you remember. What's that? You think we've survived? Oh, but the story hasn't ended yet. It's the year 2144. You stand in the mansion, staring at the painting of the party. It seemed like such a simple choice all those years ago. But how were you supposed to know the thermonuclear war would turn the planet into a... Yee-Haw! Right, come on. Come on. Come on. Laura, you swear you died that time? Someone check the human. I'm on my own now. I'm going purely by instinct. I can't rely on the human anymore. Thermonuclear war turned the planet into a Yee-Haw, yes. Paulie, you can't breathe. Harry, if you're still there, mouth to mouth, please. Right, come on. Come on. Mr. Werewolf Dude, come here a second. Come on, come on. You do know that if I made a rule that nobody makes me do these things while I'm reading, you do know that they wouldn't pay any fucking attention, right? Mr. Werewolf Dude, they're not like you. They're not. So, Denise, the puddle's getting bigger. So, come on, everyone. Come on, we're almost there. It's the year 2144. You stand in the mansion staring at the painting of the party. It seemed such a simple choice back then. But how were you supposed to know the thermonuclear war would turn the planet into a wasteland long before climate change would destroy humanity? You pick up your wooden stake and walk out the door. The humans are long since wiped out. All that remains are groups of vampires surviving by feasting on each other, and not in a fun way. There are no balls, no parties. There's not even day or night anymore, which would have been very handy for someone like you, but not under these circumstances. You look at the wooden stake in your hand, wondering if today is the day you finally have the strength to do what you know you must. As you look around at the scorched grass and the crumbling building, Yee-Haw! Human. Miss Susie, are you okay? Poor Miss Susie, what have we done to you? Right, come on, we need to do what we must. No, not find a library, come on. Do what we must, right. Okay. Focus. As you look around at the scorched grass and the crumbling building you call home, you hold the stake to your chest and take a deep breath before plunging it in. You pause for one last moment of peace. But unfortunately, it hurts like fuck before you dissolve into a pile of ashes. Yee-Haw! Yee-Haw is like fucking punctuation now, isn't it? So yes, Chloe, we have staked ourselves. Oh, I know, Kaluna, it's an interesting thought, isn't it? Humans are gone. Vampires, what do they feed on? Each other. But for how long? So, yeah. Where's Buffy when you need her? So, yes, everyone, I would say, right, you can all go to the toilet now, but I think for some of you it's like too late. Much too late. Ace, is it just you that's thinking of a sticker of me as a cowboy? Oh, okay, Ace. Yes, we will have that as a sticker for next week. We will have Cowboy Raz for next week. And we did, and I know, Paula, it is the longest live ever. Denise, you have to go and mop up. I know. Thank you for joining us. I think maybe we should just all conduct these in the bathroom. That would probably be safest, wouldn't it? Anachronist, you're already thinking ahead for this. Well, we don't know how the humans were wiped out. It might have been something biological that just, we might not have been able to have a human farm. Yeah. Right, there will be a Cowboy Me sticker. And maybe a sticker for some leg tears next week, maybe. Maybe that. Miss Susie, quick shower for you, right? Hello, Strawberry Pimpalister. You need... with a knife in the mouth? Okay, well... I'm dangerous enough without it. Chloe has to go. Farewell, Chloe. And yes, we're going to go now as well. So... Leg Tears and Night Soil will be the name of my autobiography, Froggies. So everybody, I am going to go now. Because the human doesn't need to mop up yet, but she will if we keep this up much longer. And for that, I'm very sorry. The human is always the weak link, isn't she? Isn't she? So, everyone, I'm just going to offer a big round of thank yous. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me this long. It's been a fucking long one, hasn't it? Maybe it's the title of my second cookbook, Froggies. Maybe. So everybody, thank you so much for the likes. Practically made 20k. Thank you. Thank you for all of the gifts. And for every single Yee-Haw. I hope you've enjoyed your tears, your leg tears, your night soil, your Yee-Haws, your knives, your bears, your noodles, all of it. Yee-Haw! So, Josh, I'm not doing a 24-hour live. That way madness lies. Human will get you some nappies. Hello, Georgie, but we are about to sign. We're trying to sign off. We're trying. So, everyone, here comes the finger of doom, I'm afraid. Oh, human, you didn't do a very good job. Yeah, here's the finger of doom, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all of the gifts. I hope this really kicks off your week, because it certainly kicked off ours, and we did hit 20k. Thank you. So everybody go and have the most amazing week, and have an absolutely fabulous Halloween. So until we do this all over again next week, everybody, yee-haw! Harry, you'd like the human to say slay? Okay. Slay. There we go. So until next week, everybody, have an absolutely fabulous time. Join Raz. No, I'm Raz. Join Zula on Saturday and join me on Sunday. I'm signing off very late, Georgie. I'm signing off way late. So thank you, everyone, and I really am signing off now. Have the most amazing time. Happy Halloween. Yee-Haw! And farewell!